Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives has a long history of telling the story of the Brown family and their home in Coyote Pass. Kody, Mary, Janelle, Christine, Robin, and their children had many plans when they relocated to Flagstaff, Arizona. Among them was the construction of a large home on Coyote Pass, which they had all purchased for their homes. However, the idea of sharing a large house was abandoned over time. Rather, they desired independent homes. Only Janelle Brown took the notion of relocating to Coyote Pass seriously over the years, even setting aside money for it. But things didn't work out as expected. The fan community has been making jokes about the lot remaining empty for far too long. As it happens, the Browns made the decision to take action with the Coyote Pass property at last. To learn more, continue reading. Sister Wives, an overview of Coyote Pass's development. The ownership of Coyote Pass started to shift in 2021. After 25 years, Christine ended her spiritual marriage to Kody in 2021, and in July 2022, she sold her portion of the land to Kody and Robin for a mere $10. Following Janelle's departure in December 2022, Mary and Kody made their separation public in January 2023. Only Robin and Kody were still married at that point. Mary and Janelle continued to hold a portion of Coyote Pass even after they parted ways. At first, Mary and Janelle each owned 25% of the land, while Kody and Robin owned 50%. Kody and Robin equalized the shares on March 27, 2025, when they gave Mary and Janelle a portion of their ownership. Following this modification, Mary and Janelle each had 25%, while Kody and Robin held 50%. Sister Wives, official sale of Coyote Pass. The Browns turned a $1.5 million profit? A recent update regarding the high value of the Coyote Pass land in light of the current real estate situation had set the rumor mills in motion. There were numerous rumors circulating that the Sister Wives family will probably sell the property. They gave up on that dream because, after all, years had passed and none of them had expressed interest in relocating there. The family made $680,000 more than they paid for the property when they sold it for $1,500,000, according to In Touch. On April 24, 2025, they sold a 2.42-acre plot in Kody and Robin's name for $305,000. Then, for the same sum, Mary and Janelle sold a second, jointly owned plot of 2.42 acres. Additionally, they sold a final 5.19-acre plot for $490,000 and a 4.48-acre piece for $400,000. On Sister Wives, tensions over the property were openly displayed. Kody asserted that he personally covered at least 92% of the costs. Additionally, he said that the spouses merely contributed to the remainder. Janelle and Mary resisted, claiming their legitimate claim. "You are not the head of my family," Mary said to Kody during a chat with Janelle. The Browns have formally closed the chapter on Coyote Pass with the sale of the land, putting an end to a concept that once represented their oneness as a plural family. Since each wife made the decision to separate from the polygamist one by one, it was destined to occur. The land has been divided up and sold for $1.5 million by the dad and Robin, 46, Mary, 54, and Janelle, 55. The amount that each individual got from the transaction can only be disclosed by the U.S. Sun. On April 14, 2025, one of the 2.42-acre plots that Kody and Robin jointly own sold for $305,000, according to property records. Mary and Janelle both own half of the second 2.42-acre property, which sold for $305,000 at listing. On April 14th, the third 4.48-acre block of land sold for $400,000. Mary and Janelle hold 25% of the property, while Kody and Robin possess 50%. $490,000 was the list price at which the last piece of land sold. Kody, Robin, and Mary each own 25% of the 5.16-acre parcel, while Robin and Janelle own 50%. From the transaction, Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri each received $375,000. A man and woman from Scottsdale, Arizona, purchased the property from the Browns per the warranty deed that the U.S. Sun was able to get. The buyers paid $1,500,000 in cash to the Browns for the undeveloped site. Prior to the sale, the U.S. Sun had earlier reported that the parcels had been moved in order to split the property fairly. On March 27, 2025, Kody and Robyn gave up 2 of the land pieces to Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri. Regarding the third lot, the land was transferred in the names of Janelle and Meri by Kody and Janelle. Only Kody and Robyn's names were on the last package. According to a previous article in the U.S. Sun, on July 28, 2022, Christine, Kody's third wife, signed the package in her name to Kody and Robyn for a mere $10 because she did not profit from the sale. Overland feud. Kody has been at odds with Janelle and Meri over the land in the most recent season of Sister Wives, which premieres on April 20th. "Meri and I don't know what's going on," Janelle admitted in her confessional. "We're obviously frustrated. We don't know anything at all. Nothing is being communicated." In order to ensure that the property is divided properly, Janelle vowed to hire a lawyer. Kody declared his desire to sell the whole lot and leave. When Janelle proposed that I buy her out, he added, "I was like, how? I don't have that kind of money. I paid for the whole lot myself," Kody said. "I'll split the proceeds from my sale in 4 ways. Me, my spouse, and the 2 ex-partners. Given that divorce erodes trust, I believe they are concerned about my fairness. However, I will. They only care about obtaining the money now that they've moved away. I apologize, ladies, but I'm at a loss as to what to do with the bag you left me in." Kody bought a $890,000 residence with Robyn and their 5 kids in August 2019, but he cited financial difficulties for delaying the construction of the properties on Coyote Pass. On October 24, 2024, the parents of 5 sold their house and upgraded, paying $2,100,000 for a 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom mansion in Flagstaff, Arizona. Following Kody's divorce from 3 of his 4 wives, fans have observed the disintegration of the Brown family. In November 2021, Christine was the first to declare her separation from Kody. After only a few months of dating, she announced her engagement to David Woolley in April after relocating to Utah. October 2023 marked their marriage. Christine attributed their marriage's demise to the patriarch's preponderance of time spent at Robyn's house with their 5 children. Then, in January 2023, Janelle revealed on Sister Wives, one-on-one, that she and Kody were divorcing. Additionally, the couple argued over Kody's preference for living with Robyn and his conflict with their sons over his stringent COVID regulations. After years of marital problems, Meri soon announced her separation from Kody. Even though Kody is an 18-year-old father, he and Robyn are still legally wed. Those who watch Kody Brown's Sister Wives on TLC might buy tickets to see how he reacts to the newly made public photos and video. You don't realize what you have until it's gone, so the saying goes. Supporters assume that the 18-year-old father might be going through that right now. Sister Wives viewers want to know how Kody Brown responds to David Woolley's meddling. No one knows what Kody Brown did over the weekend since he now lives in a lot smaller Sister Wives universe. Of his 4 wives and their children, 3 have disappeared. 2 of his former companions made headlines for having a wonderful time today, despite the fact that he doesn't appear to be involved in any news. Christine Brown and her soon-to-be husband had a number of encounters over the weekend. It looks like Janelle Brown and her ex-co-wife had a terrific time based on their posts. They also took their younger daughters with them on the outing. For some fans, it was more like Kody. David Woolley was easily forgotten as they watched a video of him making fun of 2 of Kody's ex-wives and their daughters. Janelle Brown screams, "Away from Kody, who?" and Christine Brown swells with joy. David Woolley started a real adventure with the 2nd and 3rd spouses of Kody Brown. Christine posts on the internet, "This weekend, we went RZR riding with a couple of special guests." Yes, Christine and David rode Janelle and Savannah Brown RZR. The video below shows Janelle screaming, and it seemed like an extremely intense ride. Savannah, and she sat at the back. Then, in the passenger seat, comes Christy, David's co-pilot. She was overflowing with happiness because her ex-husband from Sister Wives had always provided her with this type of family harmony. She would spend weeks without seeing him, though, right before she dropped him like a hot potato. The further images from this noteworthy trip that garnered media attention came next. Truly Brown, Christine's youngest kid, went climbing up what her mother called a hill. But when the Sister Wives fans saw this slope, they called it a cliff. Although I managed to ascend, I was unable to descend. Despite her nervousness, Christine breaks down as she tells the fans the story. It all worked out brilliantly because David Woolley saved the day. Sister Wives viewers assess Truly Brown's rescue. Viewers of Sister Wives appeared to be shocked by the disparity between Kody and Christine's new love. For a variety of reasons, the fans made several comparisons between the two. But in this case, they compared the fathering skills of the Sister Wives patriarch with this new man in Truly's life. David saw that this potential stepdaughter looked scared, so he went up after her. To ensure her safety, he remained at her side while she descended again, encouraging her to do so in a kind and understanding manner. Fans brought up Kody's urge that Truly learn how to ride a bike. Although she didn't want to, Kody made her do it. He seemed irritated with her during this Sister Wives interaction. According to supporters, her father didn't appear to have the same patience as the new man in her life, while her daughter was being assisted down the steep incline. In any event, the pictures that these Sister Wives actors uploaded on the internet were accessible to fans. Here's another guy enjoying himself with Kody Brown's kids. According to the mothers of these kids, Kody didn't spend enough time with them. Fans want to know Kody's reaction. Viewers of the TLC show expressed their desire to be a fly on the wall in Kody's house on the internet after he shared the footage and photos from their family weekend. Kody has consistently emphasized the importance of family, so he must be a little taken aback by what he is losing. In particular, now that another man has taken on some of Kody Brown's paternal duties. Sister Wives viewers expect Kody Brown already knows that Christine Brown has won out again because she was allocated a seat that he would likely assume is his. Since the beginning of the TLC program over a decade ago, Kody has often said that he saw himself as the head of the family. Consequently, when business activities were involved, he usually received major billing. But Christine seemed to have mowed over him today, without even trying. Sister Wives, Kody Brown moves on, and Christine Brown's reputation soars. Similar situations have happened with Google before, when Christine Brown seemed to have a higher priority than Kody Brown. If you Googled Kody Brown, you would probably find a description of the reality star. But it didn't. Instead, Google referred to Kody Brown as Christine Brown's ex-husband. In this way, the search engine introduced the man who had previously had 4 wives. When someone searches for Kody Brown on Google these days, TV personality appears first, followed by Christine Brown's ex-husband. Many fans thought it was a swipe at the 18-year-old father when it first showed him as her ex-husband. But now, a lot of people look up to Christine from the popular television series Sister Wives. Furthermore, Papa Brown's online celebrity most likely contributed to the error in her description. They looked up the Google description. Christine did not toy with her or the children's joy. The Sister Wives patriarch thought she was bluffing when she first announced she was leaving him, but she wasn't. Instead, she packed up her belongings and returned to Utah, which she always considered to be her home. During that time, Sister Wives fans made her a popular search, which led to her being quite famous. As a result, it seemed that Google elevated her over the father, who took pride in leading the household. The search engine seems to have relegated him to the status of an ex-husband. Sister Wives, Christine is higher than Kody. Regarding Google, it seems that the search engine decides what people are most interested in before providing them with these descriptions. When Christine jumped ship on Kody, everyone was curious. Because of this, when people started searching for Christine after she left Kody Brown was initially described as her ex-wife. However, one of the biggest platforms for television and internet entertainment has given this ex-wife a competitive edge over her ex-husband. Christine gets an unexpected icon. A new story claims that if fans took away one lesson from the more than 10 years of the show, it was that Kody was the center of attention. He seemed to think so. At first, the wives seemed to agree with his patriarchal views. However, that progressively became less significant for at least the 3 spouses who eventually divorced him. Today, the HBO/Max Entertainment Channel's new Max also seemed to honor Christine Brown. Christine's face seems to be the sole avatar available when archiving a Sister Wives episode. Kody and the other spouses are not represented by icons if you want to save the show. Today's web scuttlebutt focuses on the predicted reaction of the man who recently lost 3 wives to this. When he sees who was selected by this significant entertainment center to be an icon for the Sister Wives series, fans expect him to lose it. People who watch this TLC show daily said they would be overjoyed to see that. Sister Wives. Coyote Pass finally sold for $1.5 million. Subtitle: The shocking truth about Kody's big move. What does this mean for the Brown family? Introduction: the long-awaited sale of Coyote Pass. After years of drama, speculation, and setbacks, the infamous Coyote Pass property has finally been sold, and for a staggering $1.5 million. But what does this mean for the Brown family? What secrets lie behind the sale, and what does it reveal about Kody and his wife's future? In this exclusive article, we dive into everything you need to know about this jaw-dropping real estate deal. From Kody's surprising decision to let go of the Coyote Pass property, to the questions surrounding the Brown family's next moves, we break it all down. Stick with us as we uncover the shocking twists and explosive truths that will leave you speechless. Chapter 1. A look back at Coyote Pass, the land that almost broke the Browns. The journey of Coyote Pass has been nothing short of a roller coaster ride for the Brown family. In 2018, Kody Brown, the patriarch of Sister Wives, excitedly announced that he had secured a massive plot of land in Flagstaff, Arizona, with grand plans to build homes for all 4 of his wives and their many children. However, things quickly took a turn for the worse. While Kody's dream was to build a sprawling family compound, the property became a symbol of division and frustration. For years, fans watched as Kody struggled to manage his complicated relationships with his wives, while the land itself remained untouched, a constant reminder of the tension that had been building within the family. So, why did Kody's dream of building a polygamous utopia fall apart? Did the Coyote Pass land represent more than just a property? And what does the $1.5 million sale reveal about Kody's priorities today? Chapter 2. Kody's decision to sell. What was really going on behind the scenes? For years, fans speculated whether the Browns would ever build anything on Coyote Pass. There were countless delays, arguments, and red flags, leading many to question if this was ever going to happen. But it wasn't until 2025 that Kody made the monumental decision to sell the land, and the timing couldn't have been more telling. In the wake of Janelle and Christine's departures, and with Mary seemingly pulling away as well, Kody was faced with a decision: keep holding on to a dream that no longer seemed plausible, or cut his losses and move on. It was a question of practicality and emotional readiness, and Kody ultimately chose to sell. Why did Kody finally decide to let go of Coyote Pass? Janelle's exit. After Janelle split from Kody, her disinterest in staying at Coyote Pass became apparent. With her plans to move to North Carolina, the dream of a shared family compound was no longer feasible. Christine's move to Utah. Christine's decision to leave Kody and relocate to Utah, combined with her newfound freedom and personal growth, made it clear that Coyote Pass was no longer the central focus for her. Mary's mixed feelings. Although Mary still seemed somewhat tied to the family's vision of Coyote Pass, her strained relationship with Kody and her evolving sense of independence pushed her away from this once-shared dream. The land that was once supposed to symbolize unity had become a constant reminder of the fractures within the family. Kody's choice to sell wasn't just about the land. It was about moving on from a vision that no longer aligned with his current reality. Chapter 3. The sale of Coyote Pass. Who bought it, and what does it mean for the Browns? The moment fans had been waiting for arrived when it was officially announced that Coyote Pass had sold for $1.5 million. But who bought the land, and what does this mean for Kody and his wives moving forward? The buyer? A private investor who specializes in high-value properties in the Arizona area. While the details of the transaction remain mostly under wraps, there's no denying that this sale is the end of an era for the Brown family. Coyote Pass is no longer part of their story, at least not in the way fans imagined. What does this mean for Kody? Kody has always been someone who takes pride in his ability to provide for his family, but the sale of Coyote Pass has left fans wondering about his financial situation. Some have speculated that Kody may have sold the land to liquidate assets in the face of mounting expenses. Others believe it's a sign that Kody is simply closing a chapter on a life he can no longer sustain. But what about the wives? How do they feel about Kody's decision to sell? Did any of them have a say in the matter? Chapter 4. The wives' reactions. Did they agree with Kody's decision? There's no denying that Kody's decision to sell the land was a bold one, but how did his wives react? Were they in the loop, or was this another unilateral decision made without their input? Mary Brown. Mary has been through the emotional ringer with Kody over the years, but her response to the sale was surprisingly calm. While she was disappointed that the family dream didn't come to fruition, Mary has been focused on her own personal growth, including her budding relationship with her boyfriend and her business ventures. She's ready to move on, and the sale of Coyote Pass may have been just the push she needed. Janelle Brown. Janelle's decision to move to North Carolina meant that Coyote Pass was no longer a priority for her. Her focus has shifted entirely to her new life and the exciting new possibilities that await her. While she may have been sad about the loss of the dream, Janelle was supportive of Kody's decision to sell, especially given the changing dynamics of the family. Christine Brown. Christine's departure from the family has been a major point of contention for fans, but in many ways, it has also been a major source of liberation for her. Christine, who now has her own thriving business with David Woolley, was reportedly not surprised by Kody's decision to sell. After all, she had already moved on from the life that Kody had envisioned for them. Chapter 5. The Fallout. What's next for the Brown family? With Coyote Pass now officially in the rearview mirror, where does that leave the Brown family? Kody has sold the land, and the wives have scattered to pursue their own paths. But there's no denying that the drama is far from over.